welcome to another episode of Tales of Arise, the DLC, and let us just get in.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
You're looking good, Doc.
You aren't looking too good yourself, though. I've been wondering when you'd show up. So, what is it? I don't know what you're struggling with, but just spit it out. That's the reason you've come here, isn't it?
I can't keep any secrets from you, can I? So, the truth is...
I see. So everyone comes to you asking for your help.
I don't mind being relied on. I mean, I'm happy to help. It's just that...
They take it for granted because you're a hero. That must be tough. I don't blame you.
I just don't understand. Renans hate me without question, while Dahnans call me a hero. Who in the world am I?
We spent such a long time as slaves. In some ways, I suppose we're still trying to get free. Listen, Alphen. How many hands do you have?
Hands? Well, I have two.
And how many things can you hold at once with those two hands?
Ah,
You think the blazing sword can hold hundreds or thousands of things at once just because he's a hero? Nonsense.
well,
All they see is the legend. They can't tell the difference between Alphen the person and Alphen the blazing sword. That's your real problem, isn't it? So you need to tell them. Remind them that you only have two hands.
are you saying I should abandon people even when they're asking for my help?
Not at all. You want to help everyone. That's a great mindset, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, in order for you to meet everyone's needs, you would have to grow 1,000 hands. No, even 1,000 wouldn't be enough. You'd still miss something, and the people would still complain. All you can do is choose what's important to you. What will you do with just those two hands of yours? You are the one who decides, Alphen. Not the people, not the blazing sword, but you.
I decide. I decide for myself. I do.
Mosgul is being used as housing for Renans, so we can't go in.
The Renans there must be living pretty rough.
They say it's temporary until they can relocate to Pelegion, at the very least. I hear it's been improved quite a bit since Doc and I lived there.
What's going on?
I don't know, but it's gotta be something big. That's the blazing sword, you know.
Everyone, listen. I once fought with my friends against the Renan Lords. I did so because I thought it was the way to save everyone. I always thought that I had an obligation to fight, to help those unable to fend for themselves. But I realized I was wrong. I can certainly fight to some extent, but I'm still just a human. I'm not a god or a hero.
What are you saying?
No way! You mean you're not going to help us anymore?
That's not what I'm saying. I want to do all I can. But not because I'm some hero. Not because anyone told me to. I want to do it because I choose to. Even so, there's a limit to what I can do. And that's why...
You're saying you'll be a hero who helps when you're truly needed.
Nath.
When Zephyr died, we foisted that responsibility entirely on you, rather than sharing the burden. Eventually, you'll be gone, just like Zephyr. Everyone dies in the end, whether they are a hero or not. We need to learn to fend for ourselves and not rely entirely on you, or on any individual for that matter. Am I right?
Right, exactly. I believe that is the path to real, lasting freedom. For all of us. But each and every one of you will need to work together. I'm asking for your help.
You heard him. The time for depending completely on others is over. From here on out, we have to find ways to do whatever we can on our own. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll be fine. Go ahead and leave the rest to us. You focus on yourself. I'm sorry for burdening you with so much up until now.
Thanks.
Feeling better?
Yeah. I guess, in the end, it seems I was bound by the word hero myself.
You freaked me out when you suddenly decided to talk to everyone on your own like that.
Those who depend entirely on others cannot truly call themselves free. A good lesson that we all should keep in mind.
The people here will eventually understand. I really believe that.
If everyone can learn to truly think and decide for themselves, I think they'll start seeing a lot of things differently. And hopefully, one day, they'll realize that the differences between Dahnans and Renans don't matter at all.
So then, now that you've decided to follow your heart, what do you want to do next, Alphen?
I want to find Nazamil. I'm not sure what she's going through, but I can't help but feel like she needs us. But first, I want to go to Niez.
Niez?
I want to speak to the people in different cities like I did in Olzebek. I'll start with Niez. I'll start sowing the seeds in every town, so that maybe, one day...
That's quite an undertaking. Difficult for a hero, let alone one man.
Well, I guess we'll just have to lend him a hand then, won't we?
Niez it is then.
Unlike Ulzebek, both Dahnans and Renans live in Niez. How do you plan to start?
Good question. Do you think we should talk to people separately or together?
Separately would raise questions. I believe at the same time is better.
think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Hey.
Alphen.
Right. I hope that kid hasn't gone... too far. But speaking of doing what you want, Shion, what's something you've always wanted to do?
Me? I may have mentioned, but I have some general ideas. Cooking, clothing design, things like that. I haven't decided on a particular thing I want to do yet, though.
I see. There's no rush, so give it some thought. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them. Are you Delio by any chance? Your father is looking for you.
Whoa! The blazing sword? And I remember you too!
You're the one who gave us the elevator key at Glanamede Castle.
Yep. You saved my life that day. I made it out safely thanks to you.
Glad you're safe. My name is Alphen, and this is Shion.
I'm Delio. Nice to meet you.
Your father told us what you're doing out here. This is a dangerous place for fruit picking, especially alone.
But my father's been tired, and I want to help him feel better. When I was forced to work at Glanamede Castle, I saw so many people work until they dropped. When you came and freed us all, I was so happy. That's when I decided I wanted to help people too. And I thought I could start by helping my dad. But I don't have any weapons. So I thought about what else I could do.
Delio.
How about this? We'll gather fruit for you.
Shion?
Oh, really? I haven't found any yet and was starting to worry about what I'd do.
Yes, leave it to us. You go back home and wait with your father.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Shion.
I'm sorry I answered without consulting you first.
No, it's fine. I felt the same way after all.
I just want to show support for that child.
Yeah. I know. I wonder if something happened.
dispose of the trash.
The water you got going is burning strike! Glacial spear!
As impressive as always.
How do you like being pounded into shape?
I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look frustrated.
All yours, Kisara.
You got flyers. I've got this. Let him marksman. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Let's cut our losses!
Think we can take that Zoogle?
If you're gonna fight it,
An opponent like this should be easy.
Get behind me!
I can carve through warm. Sleep now. Breathe on in there with me. Going in. When it's time. Started, Radiant.
Aim for the weak spot.
we managed to turn the tide.
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
Double demon fang!
Shot!
Radiant light.
Got it.
No further!
Now what's this?
Eat dirt!
As impressive as always.
Far enough!
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Denied!
By the power of thunder.
Won't save you!
Illuminate
In a bind?
Piercing roar!
Holy land. Between heaven and earth.
No further!
Unveiling the
I can carve. I'm just getting started.
The waters of creation.
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one
Far
out.
enough! And miss all the fun. No way.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Swallow
Blade! You picked the wrong fight.
Recover.
Now I can let loose.
Big world.
Ignite!
Annihilation.
Take this!
I'm gone.
Sovereign Alpha!
All healed.
Burn!
Far enough!
This one's mine.
Blow away!
Don't mind if I do.
This one's far
Sovereign
enough!
Alpha! Burn in hell! Almost
It
there.
looks like we made our path.
Burn!
Edge to the wind. Confiscated. I never miss. Raging cascade.
In a bind?
I have no limits!
Water.
Double
Fear
demon
my
fang.
Lightning, far enough!
Pain between heaven and earth.
Let's go!
A wailing ray of lightning. Piercing blow.
Burn in hell!
The waters of creation.
It's weakened!
Dance in mortal
This
combat.
ends now!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
It still amazes me every time he does that.
Yeah, the way they grow before your eyes really is astounding.
Hey, Dohalim, what would happen if you tried to cast that on a person instead of a plant?
I don't know. I've never made the attempt.
Are you seriously going to ask him to cast that on you just so you can be a little taller? Are you crazy?
How'd you know that? That's what I was thinking.
You are a young man of straightforward goals, Law. It was an easy guess.
Guess I misread the landing.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I wonder how people in Niez have been doing since we left.
People often need some sort of impetus to change their ways. In that sense, I doubt much has changed.
What's this thing?
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
We got some fruit for you. Here, take it. Yes, I'm all right now. Listen, I'm sorry about what I said back at Glanamede Castle.
Ha! How wonderful. You've both been such a big help.
Our actions had greater benefits than we realized. I'm really glad we were able to free those people from slavery. Xion? What's the matter?
That child is just like I was when I was freed from my thorns. Once I no longer had to deal with them, I thought of so many things I wanted to do. Am I selfish?
No, not at all. I think it's a good thing.
I'm not so sure. But after meeting that boy, I think I want to do more of the things I thought of.
Is that right? Well, I'll be here to support you. If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word.
That means a lot. Thanks, Alphen.
So, have you thought about what you want to do first?
A little. I think that coming up with outfits sounds more fun than just reviewing clothing.
Oh yeah? I think that's great.
Thanks. And a new look for you is at the top of my list, Alphen.
Just don't pick anything too wild, okay?
masks.
They left. What was that all about?
It sure doesn't seem like any sort of festival. I've got a very bad feeling about this.
The way they didn't seem to be listening to anything brings back some bad memories, huh?
What we saw at Volron's castle. You're right. Just what's going on?
And those masks.
Yeah. They look just like the iron mask I once wore.
We should find someone who can fill us in.
They're all wearing masks.
They aren't responding to anything we say. What's going on?
Maybe we can find someone without a mask. They're all wearing the same masks. Even the Renans. Hey, can you hear me? Hello? It's useless. What's going on? Do these come off?
Removing them should be our last resort. If the masks caused this, who knows what happens if we take them off?
They don't look hurt, but they're so silent. It's creepy.
Either Danon or Renan is fine. Isn't there anyone here without a mask?
Maybe they've taken shelter somewhere. Let's have a look around.
Who is it?
Bayfun? You're safe. What's happening? What was wrong with those people out front?
Well... A while back, some very odd folk showed up in town. They were all wearing masks, but there were both Renans and Danons among them. But that wasn't the weirdest part of the whole thing. Who do you think was leading them?
I don't know. Who?
Nazamil.
What do you mean? How could Nazamil be leading them?
It's exactly as I said. Only one person was wearing a different mask than the others, and it was her, no doubt about it. They called themselves Cal Basil.
The one path.
They said they had come to bring peace. However, their methods made that very hard to believe. They started putting those masks on all the people here, and you saw what happened to them after that.
You mean you couldn't stop them? What happened? Where were the Darkwings?
Nazamil was using some astral art. It was nearly impossible to resist her.
I see. But you managed to slip away and hide here.
What is Nazamil up to? Turning people into her puppets with those masks.
They say they bring peace. And I guess technically, they can't fight if they're all being controlled like that.
Nazamil told us to be patient a little longer, didn't she?
Whatever is going to happen, it must be imminent. Do you know where they were headed?
Shinefall Woods, in Ganeth Harrows. I know it's odd, but when someone asked where they came from, that's where they said their base is.
They're not even trying to hide? Could it be some kind of trap?
We'll just have to go and find out. I see no other options.
Phase 1's coming along well. Soon, Phase 2 will come. Everything is going perfectly. Just you wait.
dolphin.
Right.
Right.
Is Nazamiel really out here somewhere? These woods are pretty huge.
This is the only lead we've got right now. We'll search this place from top to bottom if we have to. What's this thing?
You guys want to rest here?
Careful. Someone's there.
There's nothing more relaxing than petting a happy Hootle. I'm so lucky I get to do this whenever I want now.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Hootle and I couldn't eat another bite.
Keep feeding him like that, and he'll be too heavy to fly soon.
The Snake Eyes. What are they doing here? And those—
Wait.
Almost no response, just like the people in Niez. It must be the masks, right?
Most likely. The Snake Eyes want Renans in power again. Normally they'd have attacked us or called for backup by now.
And the masks are powerful enough to pacify even them. What has Nazamiel started?
I don't know, but we don't have enough information to speculate. I see what looks to be a mausoleum. Not a bad place to use as a base.
Let's hope Nazamiel is there too. Come on.
Nazamiel, now! Hurry up and kill him now!
The great and terrible Water Lord relying on the strength of another? How utterly pathetic.
What the hell have I been keeping you for all this time? Do something, Nazamiel! Now!
Someone who clings to others' strength is not qualified to wield power or reap its benefits. Die.
It is just for the strong to dominate over those who are weaker. Being different is meaningless in the face of sheer power. And yet, the one who taught me that still died in the end. The truth is that people will always doubt, hate, and reject anything that's different, including me.
We're investigating the mausoleum, aren't we? Let's go!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Dohalim, I've been thinking about how you've been bringing together the refugees from Lenegis all by yourself. It's incredible.
Right? It sounds like you've got a lot to deal with, but I never hear you complaining. Way to go, man!
Each thoroughfare is a river. The aimless wanderers its flotsam. The rapids become deafening in their ceaseless roar.
What are you talking about? Is there a dangerous river in Pelesian or something?
No, that was Dohalim's somewhat idiosyncratic way of complaining.
Huh? Which part?
The deafening rapids represent the troubled voices of the people here. He has to listen to their woes every single day, so I suppose he must get tired after a while.
Okay. Though, to be honest, even with it explained, I'm still not sure I really get it.
My hand extended to carry any burden, receiving but pebbles.
He wants to help them solve their problems, so he listens to their concerns, but they only ever bring him small, trivial matters.
How did you get all of that?
Suspended outside your window, sunlight caught on sodden shadows. 'Tis no cause for shame.
Wow, it sounds so mysterious. What's this one about, Kisara?
In this case, the sodden shadows would be laundry. One of the Renans must have complained about wet clothing that some Danon hung out to dry. He's expressing the frustration he feels at having to listen to such petty grievances all the time.
Yes, your inferences are correct. As a man in my position, I find it difficult to speak my mind. Looking back, my achievements in Menancia truly would have been impossible were it not for your assistance. I find I am quite inadequate on my own.
Dohalim, you're a hard worker. You should be proud of that. I'd be glad to lend an ear to your complaints anytime.
Great courage is needed to travel the long road ahead. You, as ever, are my courage.
Dohalim? Yes. Let's continue to travel it together.
I don't think I need that one explained to me.
I still don't get it.
You're...
Could it be?
Huh.
My apologies.
Right.
Yeah. Got it. I hope we can find someone connected to the Hildress family.
I don't know. If that woman's anything to go by, we may not find much useful information.
If we could at least learn what the family was like at the time. Presumably, it was a big part of Nazamil's life.
Okay. Good, good.
Huh. Well...
Fool!
Sure.
Ah!
It's strange. I understand someone wanting to cling to their beliefs, but their story otherwise seems baseless.
I feel the same way. Let's gather more information. Hey.
Pardon me?
Great!
Very well.
Sure. We may not have learned much, but we've seen that Nazamil clearly had no one she could trust. She was given an education and lessons in etiquette, but that isn't what she wanted. She needed kind words, a shoulder to cry on, a comforting embrace when she was lonely.
Shion, why don't we try asking some children? It's a long shot, but maybe we can learn something about any friends she might have had.
Hey! Huh? Hmm? Hmm.
Oh yeah? We can't find any information.
Urwikil was the former lord of Ganeth Harrows. Surely someone in this city was connected to him. Hey! Huh?
Ah!
We finally made it.
Right.
Yeah!
right. Yeah.
We didn't learn much about Nazamil, but that could just mean she was hidden away while she grew up.
Why don't we share what we know with the woman who worked for the Hildress family?
Good idea. We don't have a lot to go on, but at least she seemed genuinely worried about her.
We've reached our destination. That can't be!
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Very good. That woman didn't seem to know that Nazamil's mother was a Dahnan, even at that age. Nazamil was kept out of sight for all but a handful of the Hildress family's staff.
She really wasn't exaggerating about her upbringing. My heart hurts just thinking about it. If she were here right now, I'd want to scoop her up and give her a big hug.
The next time we see her, we need to let her know how much she means to us.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Is it okay for us to just ignore those snake eyes?
It doesn't seem like they're aware of us, so I think it should be okay.
They better not suddenly jump out from behind us or anything.
Why would you say something like that? So there are some doors even Alphen can't open.
Oh well. Let's find another way.
This wall's damaged and connects to a cave. We can use this to get further inside.
I wonder if we can get back to the mausoleum.
There seem to be damaged areas throughout the complex. Let's hope they're connected to one another.
There are Zeugles in here, too.
Much like those outside, they don't seem to be controlled in any way.
How'd the Cal Basel guys get through here without being attacked by the Zeugles?
Maybe there's a safer path, like that door we couldn't open earlier.
Everyone here's wearing a mask too.
No response. It's like they can't even see us.
This is creeping me out. Let's get going already.
Huh? Is that? What could this be?
Damn.
Yeah.
Well?
Well?
Wait, someone's there.
The Blazing Sword? What are you doing here?
One of the Snake Eyes not wearing a mask?
So an enemy?
Wait, I don't want to fight. Pretend you didn't see me, please.
What's going on? Why aren't you wearing a mask?
This used to be our base. Then they took it over.
They? You mean Cal Basel?
Yeah, them. They appeared out of the blue and put those masks on everyone. We fought back, of course, but the kid leading them was too strong. There was nothing we could do.
Nazamil.
My friends' personalities totally changed once they were wearing those masks. They joined the other side. It was terrifying. I found a chance to escape before they could put one on me.
A sudden change of personality. Sounds like those masks exert influence on the mind. One more thing. How can Cal Basel travel safely with all the Zookles around?
There's a special passage. Thing is, it only opens if you're wearing one of their masks.
Should have known. That means we can't use it, though. No way we're putting on those masks.
So, what do you say? I don't want to get captured again. Not after all that.
Fine. You can go. We should go, too. We have to find Nazamil.
I'd wondered how Nazamil managed to create an entire organization so quickly.
So she used the power of the masks to take over the Snake Eyes. Why would she control people like this?
Go no further!
You're mine!
Denied!
Throw away!
Lost! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! Not
Far enough! Make it rain!
Mirage!
Lunar
You're
Arc!
mine! No escape!
The heavens must be smiling.
Looks like we can swim across here.
I don't like getting my clothes wet, but I guess this is no time to be fussy. What's that sound?
I think it's coming from over there. Let's take a peek.
This place, is this where they make those masks?
The people wearing them seem different from everyone we've seen so far.
Shion, wait!
Do you see us?
Yes. What can I do for you?
She got through.
What are you all doing here? What are you trying to accomplish?
We maintain this facility to mass produce and manage suppressors. Our goal, of course, is world peace.
Suppressors. That must be the proper name for those masks. So, it's a tool to subdue the wearer's will.
Wearing one makes you a doll, an empty shell. That's their idea of peace.
That is only the initial state. Interference from the wearer's will creates conflict with the suppressor that must be compensated for.
Eventually, the mind is calmed, and a harmony is reached between the two. Then everyone becomes the same.
What do you mean, the same?
We mean that we all share the same values, the same thoughts and ideas as the reigning visage.
Our minds are calm. We have no conflicts.
In other words, everyone wearing one of those things just does what they're told?
This is wrong. Controlling minds? Forcing compliance? You can't call that peace!
You've all got to wear those things and obey the reigning visage's orders, right? That's...
There is no need to worry, for we have located the Keystone.
The Keystone?
Facility that controls all of the many mausoleums throughout the world.
You found the mausoleum's control center? But how?
By interfacing directly with the Keystone, the bearer of the reigning visage is able to harmonize even with distant suppressors.
The world will be joined as one. All differences will cease to be.
Alphen.
Alphen? Are you the one called Alphen?
So what if I am?
Nazamiel has been expecting you. She waits further within this facility. You may proceed.
We keep having to travel through all these caves and buildings. It's making me lose track of where we are.
True. But at least we get to do it without wearing those masks.
Speaking of masks, those Cal Basel guys didn't make them from scratch, did they?
Probably not. I've seen them at other mausoleums.
I'm sure it's another work of the Helganquil. They've been manipulating us in various ways. I suppose it was one of those attempts.
But this place was the stronghold of the Snake Eyes, wasn't it? I wonder why they didn't try to use the masks.
If Nazamiel has the same power as a sovereign, maybe she was able to use that power to activate the masks.
It was fortunate the Snake Eyes couldn't use them.
In the end, their entire group ended up getting taken over by those masks, huh?
Perhaps that's why Nazamiel was able to form Cal Basel in such a short period of time.
But for what? What is she trying to do? They talk about bringing peace, but what they're doing is the exact opposite. There's no way they can bring about peace like this. And Nazamiel should know that.
But with this, I will end this episode, and I wish you all a good day. Until next time. Goodbye.